Hello and welcome to FortGibsonTigers.tv. So we're live here at SNU. I'm Hayden Hackworth. Alongside me is Jason Wigson. It's the second day of the best tournament in sports. It's March Madness. It's your Fort Gibson Lady Tigers taking on the Elgin Lady Owls. Owls came over a win yesterday against Anadarko, led by head coach Brett Taha. Record is 24-4, number 6 team in the state, along with your number 1 ranked, set alone in the top of 4A. Chuck London leading the way with 24-3 record. 18th appearance here for the Lady Tigers and 14th straight. How about this? A 23-14 record just up here at the state tournament. There's a lot of teams that would love to have 23 wins in the regular season.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Lady Tigers are 23-14 all time up here at the state tournament. And led by the two duo seniors, also with Alexis Wright in that lineup. But how about the game from Casey Glover and Zoe Schildknight yesterday? Casey Glover came out, hit 4 mid-range jumpers that really put this team over the top against Tuttle yesterday, which was really a weird game, really close, 4-4 there in the first quarter. And then in the third quarter, Tuttle went on a 7-0 run. And then the Tigers answered back, won an 18-3 run, and then they just Tuttle pulled the plug. Leading scorers here for the Tigers, Zoe Schildknight averaging 14 points per game on the year. Casey Glover with 9.7, Alexis Wright 8.6, Zoe Wiley at 5.8, and Laney Swink 4.9. One thing to look for with Elgin is they have height on their side. They go 5'10", 5'8", 5'11", 6 feet, and 5'8", just in their starting 5. So there's a lot of teams up here at this tournament that don't have, 5'8", at alone in the starting lineup, and that's the minimum. Also, Elgin, one of the more balanced teams we're going to see, have 4 players in double digits. It's Paige Pilling leading the way with 15, Izzy Cummins with 13, and Ballou with 12, and Christina Jenkins with 10. Also, an older team have 4 juniors and a senior there in the starting lineup for Elgin.
Let's talk about the keys to the game. Control the tempo.
Control the tempo. Yesterday, they were in an up-and-down race with Anadarko because Anadarko went out with a 3/4 press. So they're really going to have some tired legs today, and they didn't handle that press that well. So I think what the Tigers really need to do is come out and make sure they are the ones controlling the pace, and I think the game will go our way. This Tigers team plays pretty well in that press. However, one of the big factors to look for will be that transition defense. Tuttle didn't run the break much yesterday, but when they did, our chances defense was not as good as it needed to be.
Attack off the catch.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Elgin definitely has the advantage with height, but we have quicker guards, faster guards, especially out on the wings. I look for Zoe Wiley and Laney Swink to really attack as soon as they catch the ball, because you are never more open than the second you catch the ball. So I look for them to attack the rim, and that'll cause their defense to really gravitate towards those ball handlers and open up shooters on the weak side of the floor.
And then you mentioned Tenacious on the perimeter.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Anadarko really went with that press. Elgin didn't handle it all that well. So I think with Swink, Whiteley, and Glover will do a great job if they be tenacious on those ball handlers on the perimeter.
Both teams meeting in center court for a short word of prayer. A moment of silence for Lady Tigers and the Lady Owls as we get to rock off this semifinal game at Southern Nazarene.
One of the big things to look for here in this game is Anadarko didn't have much rim protection. The Lady Tigers definitely different with Zoe Schildknight and Danielle Johnson. Will definitely have more of a presence with rim protection tonight than Anadarko did. Elgin, very battle-tested throughout the year. They're 3-3 against teams ranked in the top 5 of classes. Had some big losses to some lower school teams. They got beat by number 2 to Diddell. Also had a loss to Elk City, which was a bit of an upset. But however, look at the key wins for they came up one yesterday against Anadarko, and they beat them early in the year. It was split 1-1 coming into yesterday. They got the edge on Anadarko. Also have a big loss to Hera in that area final game.
Yeah, they've had a pretty strong schedule.
Yeah, this is probably looking from the top to bottom since November to now, probably one of the stronger bodies of work from the teams up here in the state tournament, along besides, I'd say, with our schedule.
Right, absolutely.
Because we went on a run this year of playing top-rated teams that I haven't seen in a while. I mean, just alone at our house.
Right. And I have to admit, I think that the ladies who played yesterday from Tuttle had a pretty tough schedule towards the end of the season.
Yeah. There was some good teams they beat and knocked out that weren't here because of Tuttle.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting lineup for the Lady Owls, Christina Jenkins. She's a senior, 6'1". She's number 4. Number 11, Gabby Cummings, a junior, 5'8". Some relation, I'm sure here. Number 12, Izzy Cummings. She's also 5'8" junior. Number 24, Paige Penley, a 5'9" junior. And number 34, a junior, standing 5'11", Kayla Ballou. Now for your Lady Tigers, number 1, Zoe Whiteley. There's Alexis Wright. Solid starting 5 all season long.
Yeah. And the big thing, Alexis Wright had a huge game yesterday when she's knocking down shots and makes this offense very efficient, and it makes it a lot harder to close in and guard on Zoe Shield Knight.
There's number 14, Casey Glover, senior. Solid yesterday. Zoe Shield Knight, number 15. Both 14 and 15 planning on coming to school here next year. The Southern Nazarene girls were meeting both of our girls after the game yesterday. Thought that was a nice gesture by those collegiate athletes. Lady Tigers, number 1. Elgin Lady Owls, number 6 in the state.
Yeah, Casey Glover and Zoe Shield Knight, they're going to get their shots up, and they're going to get theirs. What's key is that Swink and Whiteley are aggressive, and as we mentioned, attack off the catch, and if Alexis Wright is hitting her shots, we are a very hard basketball team to beat.
Thanks for joining us here at Southern Nazarene University, home of the Crimson Storm. Right now it's home of the Lady Tigers of Fort Gibson. We will be the home team on the board. Visiting team will be the Lady Owls of Elgin. Rowdy crowds rocking. Fort Gibson followed well to the city today. Zoe Whiteley and Christina Jenkins in the circle to take the tip. And here is a semifinal game tipped off. Elgin in control.
And again, they open up with that pressure man-to-man defense. Swink had a great game, especially during the first quarter. Had 3 steals alone in the opening quarter yesterday. Elgin really looking to move that ball on the perimeter so they can get some good ball reversals. If we don't crash the glass, though, that's going to kill us. But extra possessions win ball games, and there they get an extra 3. Trying to double the ball handler. That's a dangerous pass.
Yes.
Elgin has length on their side.
Nice rebound by Shield Knight. Goes back to yesterday, making a lot of cross-court passes. We're going to have to make sure we're sharp with those.
You know, she had one-on-one coverage. I see her take it to the rim. Shield Knight's one of the better one-on-one players in the state.
We're going to call out of bounds on Elgin. Glover all over Cummings.
Well, Swing doing a great job staying right there with her. And here's where I think we can really earn a lot of points if we run the break. Watch for a pin down here for Casey Glover. That's a huge offensive rebound there for Shield Knight. That's her second. Or a triple team that we had 2 help over and 1 didn't get rotated over. Too many helped. And here comes Elgin. And right now, they're not in a press. They're just accounting for their man for the full length of the floor just so we can push that offense a little further back and we won't be able to run it from the three-point line.
Elgin subbing in already early in the game here. Becca Anderson, number 33. Senior. Shield Knight puts the ball up. Knocked by Kayla Ballou.
And here, transition defense has got to be good here. Elgin starts out on a 7-2 run. There's Alexis wide open. When she's hitting that consistently, it's really hard to guard Zoe Shield Knight. Shield Knight's done a much better job here in the second half of the season of seeing the floor and finding the open shooter, and they are knocking down the triples right now. She didn't get a lot of easy looks yesterday in that game against Anadarko, but she's knocked down 2 tonight. And Elgin's doing a great job right now getting their hand on nearly every single pass. That length's paying off. And they're trying to go right into the body of Jenkins and draw a foul. Nothing going there.
Nice.
Oh, and great transition there by Whiteley to get back. Great recovery, not to foul too. And a lot of times it's probably when they're going to call a foul even if it's not, but swallowing the whistle here.
Nice play by Whiteley to block that ball. Oh. Thought she walked. We're going to call a foul on Wright on the floor.
Wow, and they're not having anyone move.
No.
You cannot be lazy on a baseline out of bounds.
She almost carried the ball. Elgin fans wanted the carry. Nice pass down low to Shield Knight. Good for 2 off the glass.
All season long in that high ball screen, they'll use either Swink or Wright and bring them up top to make that help defense a lot harder. This time they're posting up Alexis Wright down low along with Shield Knight.
Defense.
Great trap by Glover and Whiteley. Here's that high ball screen again. A lot of times, London has gone with this high ball screen to counter for size. And Glover knocks it down. She's been killing the mid-range late here in the season. Anytime we've seen lineups with 6 foot plus, London tends to go with a high ball screen. They're at 15 against Bartlesville.
Fortunate for us on that miss. She had the lane pretty wide open.
Yeah, and they didn't have good spacing at all. Whiteley came up too high on the wing and did not allow Glover any room to run off that screen. She didn't take the screen. She went on the other side of it. There was no room for her to penetrate.
Becca Anderson back in for the Lady Owls. Number 33, Danielle Johnson, making her first appearance this game for your Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and this is the lineup that the Lady Tigers had a lot of success with yesterday. Look how far Elgin is pushed back the Lady Tigers right now. Good dribble handoff right there. Get her wide open. Boom. That's a great initial screen by Lainey Swink, and the dribble handoff, she made it a lot easier to knock down that shot. And Swink again is just outstanding on the perimeter.
Call block on Wiley.
Wow. I'm shocked they called that. We'll see what they do here on this baseline out of bounds. On the last possession, everyone stood there. And they got a steal off of it. A little more movement, but not much.
Not much more at all.
And she has been red hot. It's Cummins again. That's her third triple. And there was no contact on that initial ball screen. She slipped too early. A lot of contact inside there.
Coach Lennon not happy about leaving her wide open. Luckily, a bad pass. Talked to Coach Lennon earlier today. Two big things, rebounding and transition defense. Now what you mentioned at the top of the top of our sportscast here today. Wow.
Yeah, they're letting it play.
Yeah.
So here's numbers. I can live with that foul. I can live with that. Make her go to the line to earn it.
Glover's first. Blue at the line. No points on the day.
Here's the big thing. If she misses, you got to get this rebound. I think they already have 2 offensive rebounds. And after each offensive rebound, they've had a 3. So got to get the misses.
Gabby Cummings, Izzy Cummings, both 6 points and 7 points apiece. Blue with her first 2 of the game. 15-12. Lady Owls on top with 1:35 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, they're trying to go under that ball screen. Glover looked for the shot, but couldn't get it. A great entry pass inside. Yeah. We've got to have that drop.
Oh, thought she might have had a couple
That's
of steps.
A walk.
Yeah, there he is.
Here's a high ball screen again. Elgin's done a pretty good job getting ball containment here in the pick and roll. I think we might just hold it for that final shot. And Elgin's denying Casey Glover hard. They do not want her to be the one facilitating and initiating this offense. .30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 15-12 Elgin. The Cummins sisters have been red hot tonight. Oh, a beautiful wall screen from Swink to Shield Knight. Shot didn't fall. Johnson goes right back up with it. Second chance.
Oh, my goodness.
And what that was a side pick and roll. Elgin did a really good job containing it, but Swink set a down screen for Shield Knight, who popped open, got a good look, it just didn't fall.
I guess the nice thing about that is some offensive rebounds happened. Just not an offensive point.
We've had 4 and only 1 basket after it. Alexis Wright went to the bench early. She had that one triple fall. I looked at her get some more run here in the second quarter. But I think London, what he was wanting for in that double post lineup was to get more looks, to get more extra possessions. He got them. We just didn't have our shots drop. And that loss to Tahlequah Sequoia, we played pretty well. We just didn't have shots fall. And that's a lot of baskets. If you can't put the ball in the basket, you're going to have trouble winning. I'd like to thank some of our game sponsors here on the night. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith Harbor and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, Tigers Den, Mike Cooper Tractors, Fort Gibson State Bank, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center. So it's that same goal post lineup with Johnson, Sheldon Knight, Whiteley, Swink, and Casey Glover.
It'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, and right now, Elgin, they're sending a hedge out and going under that screen, so Glover's not getting any opportunity to penetrate inside. However, the roll man has been open, but their help defense has been right there. We haven't had much spacing, and it just has collapsed everything. And so we're putting Alexis Wright back out on the floor.
Oh, wow.
And I think with Wright back on the floor, that gives us a little more spacing. We'll be able to hit Sheldon Knight on that roll inside.
Swink with her first foul for the Lady Tigers. No whistles on Elgin.
Well, Swink had a great denial right there, looking for that dribble handoff, couldn't get it. Oh, a great closeout there by Sheldon Knight. She stuck with her. And that's a great shot. Swink was there on the closeout.
Basket by Penley from three.
You know, I made the point earlier, you're never more open than when you catch the ball, so shoot it, and that's exactly what Penley did. Oh. And Alexis Wright enters back, showing she can do it too.
Way out there.
Oh, look at this defense right now by the Tigers. Pushed them out around 24 feet. She got open look, and she missed everything. The Owls are really good at shooting off the catch. However, they have not shown they have that skill to shoot pulling up, which is hard to do. That's not an easy thing.
You're right. If it's easy to do, we'd all be out
everyone could do it. Yeah, and they're looking for the swing over to Glover into a high pick and roll. I love it. I love the false motion set. It's Whiteley cutting inside to the corner off a down screen from Alexis Wright.
It's a pretty nice move by Sheldon Knight. Trying to get that spin to happen, open up a shot for her on her right side.
Yeah, what we've been doing is we've just been running a simple high ball screen, but this time we had a false motion set, kind of a decoy to get into that pick and roll and disguise it on the weak side.
That was not pretty.
And Swing, again, doing a great job on Penley. Good ice coverage by Sheldon Knight and Glover. And there's a good job by Casey Glover to help over.
Fouls on Izzy Cummings.
You know, it's one of those times where I'd rather they just let that play because I felt like Zoe White was about to knock down a wide open layup. She got a pretty good step on her.
Glover's shot no good off the
another
glass.
Rebound.
There it is. That's big.
And an air ball this time. She's missed the last two.
You say, is that back-to-back air balls?
Yeah.
Look at that. Nice move.
And that's what you want out of Sweeker Whiteley, attacking off those wings. It makes this offense, I know I've said this time and time, but it makes this offense so much harder to guard when you have those two attacking.
Lady Tigers on the high side. First time this game, 19-18.
Probably sound like a broken record after how many times I've just said that tonight.
Oh. Alexis Wright with a little smile on her face. It's her second foul, I believe, of the game.
Yeah, and she's been crucial so far tonight, and having her off the court is not going to help this team.
Johnson back in for her. Throws the towel away past Miss Pat. Some people might wonder why those towels are involved in our game. Not sure what game it was or when it was, but I do believe it was during a state tournament game years ago. Coach Walker had some girls go out to replace. We had too many people on the floor. Foul was called anyway, so the towels, you don't come off the floor unless you have a towel.
That's a good idea. I've seen other teams do it, and I was wondering, like, why? Why is this necessary? But that makes a lot of sense. Because I think it was last in the SkyTook game, the area final. I think one of the girls was at the baseline just walking off. And they had to run all the way to each other to get the towels. Like, just walk off the court. But that makes sense.
Method to the madness.
Again, no one moving on this baseline.
Is that a sign of fatigue or just not needed?
You know, I really think the baseline out of bounds is a great way to get an easy bucket. And if you don't use it, you're really just wasting a possession. And if it was a fatigue thing, I don't think we'd see it this early. I mean, from the very first possession, they just have not been moving. There's not even really been a call. It's just kind of seal your man off and hope that there's a great pass.
Get rid of it.
I mean, the inbounder is right under the basket.
Yeah.
This is a great way to get a bucket. Oh, here's that little Spain pick and roll. We saw, when I say Spain pick and roll, Spain did that a lot in this last Olympics, that screen for the screener action, and against that second screener wide open.
Foul is charged to Paige Penley.
See, there's a beautiful blob or baseline out of bounds, and it gets a bucket right there. That's what happens when you utilize a baseline out of bounds.
Glover with 8 points.
Just off of Glover's hands.
Another air ball by the Lady Owls. She might have been hacked. There's been some confusion on who the foul was on. One thing I can figure out.
So we'll see what they do here. I'm going to guess it's just going to be one person moving, though.
2 at the most?
Maybe. 1, 2. Hey, you got it. 3.
Yeah.
3. Okay, that was beautiful.
Yep.
They did a great 2 cuts out to the side. We had to split open, and they found a wide open hole. That's how a baseline out of bounds goes right there, baby.
A lot different than the other possessions underneath the goal for them.
Looking for Johnson on the post up. Here's a flex cut for Casey Glover.
Oh, wow. Casey won the foul. She got pushed.
Oh, there's Shilnight. Has great position inside.
In the hole.
And when I don't care who it is on the floor, if you have a player get that good a position, you got to give it to him every single time.
Fouls on Christina Jenkins. Her first. Shield Knight at the line for the three-point play. 24-20. Lady Tigers on top. 3:28 until the half. Shield Knight.
And the ball is just going everywhere right now.
Yeah, Johnson, nice defense there.
Yeah, they changed up that defensive look that time, looking for more ball containment. Who has a dangerous pass.
Yeah. It's out of the finger reach of Johnson. Cassandra Colon in the game for the Lady Owls now. 30-second timeout wanted and given to the Owls.
And, you know, if you want to stop a good shooter, you got to stop the person giving him the ball. It's like any good quarterback. If you think he's really good, he's great at finding the receivers open, well, you know what you got to do? You got to blitz him. You got to get pressure on him. The biggest change so far in this game is they have got more pressure on the ball handler, and that has not allowed them to get more open on these pin downs and these curl cuts. And so when you take that away, they're starting to force up shots. And like we've seen, what, 3 passed air balls now?
Yes.
Tigers go back to that zone. And that was a tough look to knock down. Glover was right on that pull up.
Coach London working hard over there on the sideline.
That's a good look if you're eligible. It's a shot you want.
Well,
we got numbers back.
Big, yeah.
Shield Knight run to the break.
How many times have you said that this season?
I remember she went coast to coast one time. So at least once, if not more. She's skilled for the 5. And here's that pin down.
Oh.
And Johnson had a really good position that time. And Glover had a pretty good solid look. Surprised she passed on it.
$16 fouls against the Lady Tigers. First on Johnson.
And Swink covers a lot of ground.
It's impressive.
And that's, you don't want a chest pass from across the court. And that's, what, the 4th air ball? I think they've really gotten in her head. It's a mental thing now. Because both of the Cummins knocked down, I think, 2 or 3 triples.
A trip on number 11, Gabby Cummings.
I wonder if they're twins because they look just alike.
Same height.
One number difference.
I did not do my homework on that. Nice shot by Glover. How about that?
Hey, and another
going the wrong way.
Point off the baseline out of bounds. You know, I really think if we look at this, Tigers have scored 3 times on baseline out of bounds plays. Elgin scored once. That could be the differential here.
Oh. That's their ball? Wow.
No, okay, we had 2, a mid-range, a layup, and a 3 off baseline out of bounds, and it's a 7-point ball game. It pays off.
Their baseline play here for the Lady Owls.
Okay, that was pretty solid too.
Looking for a three.
Yeah.
Gabby.
When you dish into that post, it's a lot easier to find an open shooter when you double in on you.
Less than 60 ticks remaining in the first half of play. Oh.
Call travel. And another big difference here from the opening quarter is Elledge is not running nearly as hard off these cuts. Oh, it's a great show there by Shield Knight. Saved that drive. .14 left on the clock.
Nearly another air ball.
Great job by Glover, closing off on that baseline. And they got a strip.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's back. That's foul. That's her second.
Could have done without that foul.
Yeah, and with them in the bonus, the one-on-one here. Especially with .8 on the clock. So 1 for 2 at the line.
(27-24) Lady Tigers up by 3 at the half. We take a short timeout. We'll be back before you know it. You've been listening to Fort Gibson Tigers.tv.
Fort Gibson Education Foundation's desire is to help our students receive the best possible education our community can provide. We make every effort to be the highest quality educational system in the state. Donations equal opportunities, opportunities for students and teachers to be their best.
An opportunity to build, design, and compete.
An opportunity to create, design, and share.
An opportunity to encourage, develop, and provide.
An opportunity to travel, process, and gain real-world knowledge.
An opportunity to honor, celebrate, and inspire.
When you donate to our Fort Gibson Education Foundation, 100% of what you donate goes back into our classrooms for students and teachers so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation. Keith Hardware and Supply, since 1957, is located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma's oldest town. We strive to find solutions to your fix. In addition to common hardware items, Keith Hardware offers a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, trimmers and blowers, Cub Cadet and Johnsard mowers and tillers, case knives, Yeti coolers, Big Green Egg grills, Traeger pellet grills, and Diamond Pet Foods. In early 2015, Keith Hardware completely remodeled the store and added hundreds of new items to better serve our customers. At Keith Hardware and Supply, we're proud sponsors of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare.
I got all these VHS tapes, just don't know what to do. I'm bringing them to the high school, but we'll take care of you. $10, $10, $10, all you need to get your VHS tapes on DVD. All proceeds go to Tiger Vision to get new cameras and equipment. $10, $10, $10, all you need to get your VHS tapes on DVD. Other formats available.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Mike Cooper Tractors, Fort Gibson State Bank, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center. Fort Gibson Education Foundation's desire is to help our students receive the best possible education our community can provide. We make every effort to be the highest quality educational system in the state. Donations equal opportunities, opportunities for students and teachers to be their best.
An opportunity to build, design, and compete.
An opportunity to create, design, and share.
An opportunity to encourage, develop, and provide.
An opportunity to travel, process, and gain real-world knowledge.
An opportunity to honor, celebrate, and inspire.
When you donate to our Fort Gibson Education Foundation, 100% of what you donate goes back into our classrooms for students and teachers so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation. Keith Hardware and Supply, since 1957, is located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma's oldest town. We strive to find solutions to your fix. In addition to common hardware items, Keith Hardware offers a multitude of quality products and services such as steel chainsaws, trimmers, and blowers, Cub Cadet and Johnsard mowers and tillers, case knives, Yeti coolers, Big Green egg grills, Traeger pellet grills, and Diamond pet foods. In early 2015, Keith Hardware completely remodeled the store and added hundreds of new items to better serve our customers. At Keith Hardware and Supply, we're proud sponsors of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Hello and welcome back to FortGibsonTigers.tv. We're live here, just underway the second half, 27-24. Your Lady Tigers up on top. I'm Hayden Hackworth. Alongside me is Jason Wicks. And so far in the first half, we've had a great game from the tip. Really, it's Elgin had this start out, and they were looking red hot, like we were going to be able to stop him. I think it was 10-5. But ever since then, the defensive intensity just stepped up. We started knocking down our shots. And if you were watching the first half, you're probably tired of me saying this, but it's 7-5 from the baseline out of bounds. And it wasn't until the last few possessions that Elgin had any movement. And that was really where we started getting a lot of big buckets on, but also the offensive rebounds. Yes, Elgin does have height as their advantage across the boards. But Zoe Schildknight and Daniel Johnson have both had their fair share of offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Stats for the first half. Gabby Cummings got 10 points. Izzy Cummings with 6. Number 24, Paige Penley with 3. Kayla Ballou with 4. On the home side for your Lady Tigers, Alexis Wright with 6. Casey Glover with 10. Zoe Schildknight with 9. Lainey Swink with 2.
Well, and the way it's been defensively all year is Glover usually gets the best ball handler, Wiley picks up the shooter, and Swink gets that kind of slasher. And that's how it's been tonight. And Swink has done a great job on Paige Penley. She's averaging 15 points on the season, as you mentioned. Only has 3 tonight. And yes, both the Cummins got red hot in the very first quarter. But ever since then, I think they haven't been hitting the rim. It's been all air balls.
Glad to see the Lady Tigers coming out before the buzzer. Yesterday, a little miscommunication. I don't think they made it out before 10 seconds off the board before the buzzer was going off, and no shots to warm up. Much like tonight with no shots, but at least they're out on the floor, ready to go for the second half. Winner of this game plays in the Big House tomorrow. 2 o'clock tip. They'll take on the winner of Muldrow and Hera that game right after us here at Southern Nazarene.
And that's another game that I think is going to be great, wire to wire. I think the competition this year with these 4 teams, Elgin and Muldrow and Hera and us, really probably some of the best we've seen. Not saying there hasn't been talent. I think last year was one of the more years with speaking of talent, just the players going on to play college ball with Madison Collier, Katie Mayo from other schools. I don't think there's that level of talent this year, but as far as competition, I think this is the best we've seen in a while.
I would agree. Ranked 1, ranked 2, ranked 3, ranked 6 all in the state.
And 5 didn't even make it because of Tuttle.
Right. If you're looking to watch the game tomorrow from the Big House online, it will not be on FortGibsonTigers.tv, even if the Lady Tigers make it, but we will carry the audio of the Lady Tigers tomorrow.
So turn on the TV and mute it and listen to us.
You can actually watch the game, all the games tomorrow, on the network NFHS. There should be a link on the OSSA website. That tomorrow, a 30-day membership, I believe, costs about $10.
Oh, there's a double flare screen that Elgin sniffed it out. Oh, great step around there by Alexis Wright. Just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Look at that. Alexis Wright off.
Missed
that would have been huge.
And Schildknight did a great job getting that ball back, and that's Wright's 3rd foul.
Her mojo is just awesome. She just goes hard the entire game. She's on the floor. She's moving and grooving.
But there's a downside to that because now she has to go out of the game. and we missed her for a majority of the second quarter. The 2 minutes she played, she hit big shots.
21 seconds off the clock in the third quarter, and she goes to the bench.
I think she has 2, maybe 3 triples here tonight.
6 points on the night for Wright.
2, yeah. Running off that curl screen inside. For Jenkins, nothing going though.
Call that another air ball?
Another, wow.
Hit the net. It's not nice of me, is it? I'm sorry.
And I just want Wiley to go right to the rim right there. She had the baseline. No one was coming over to help.
Silent but deadly yesterday was Whiteley. Didn't see her shoot a lot during the season, but if I remember right, she knocked down at least 2 triples.
Yeah, she had a big game against Harris. She was ended the third quarter on a 5-0 run, ended up with 9 points in that game with 4 offensive rebounds.
We know she's capable. Whiteley, far corner, Shield Knight at the top.
Dribble handoff, could not get Glover open on the wing. That's where Elgin's length is paying off. This time trying to work it over. Glover takes it herself, just out. And it's going to the Owls.
You know, we've missed a lot of shots. You know, recall right before the halftime buzzer, we missed three shots off the glass.
Yeah.
We had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds.
Oh, and a great steal by Swink. Oh, Shulot would have kept running right there. She would have had a wide open look at a layup. There's a one-on-one break.
Look at that. Whiteley again.
That's her second time she's done that tonight.
That's talent.
Changed up that defensive look.
Deep 3.
And they have been cold from 3.
Very short.
Started off hot. Nothing going ever since that second quarter started out.
Danielle tried to Odell that.
Yeah.
Six minutes remaining in the third. Same score at halftime as it is now, 27-24.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Gulliver helped off one pass away there. If you help off on the strong side corner and it's a shooter, that's really dangerous.
Tie game, 27.
And as a shooter, all you got to do is see that ball go in the net once and your confidence is back. On a great pass there. Johnson's got to finish that.
Out of bounds, Lady Owls. I like to see Glover get loose and knock down some threes.
Yeah, they've done a great job containing her all game long.
Smart game plan.
She'll not stepping out of range. She knocks it down.
Wow.
You know, I thought she was going to take it earlier. She had it look. Didn't pull it, but this time she's knocking it down. And she'll not again getting the steal. I think she's had 3 steals tonight.
A PA announcer is going to enjoy saying Shield Knight and Glover next year, I promise you. Give them a little warm-up this season.
And Johnson's got to roll harder that time. They didn't even pay attention to her. Oh, good draw up there. Look for Swink inside. She was there.
Unbelievable rebound there by Swink. She's fouled. Going to shoot 2.
Yeah, and I think London might go back to that because Elgin completely forgot about the inbounder, and Swink snuck in, got that offensive rebound.
And she's not even close to the tallest girl out there, or the shortest girl out there.
Especially tonight, because the shortest player Elgin has is 5'8".
Yeah, impressive rebound by Swink. Hits the first of 2 shots from the line. Daily double for Swink, 32-27, 4:38 remaining, third quarter.
Going back to the zone here.
Wow.
That's a smart play.
Yeah.
So again, based on out of bounds here for the Owls. How they're putting Johnson on the inbound are now going to make this a lot more difficult to get that pass inside.
She wanted to take it. She thought
Someone's got to slide over and help right there.
There's an open shot. Wow, every part of the rim was touched by the ball.
And the Tigers got lucky there because rotation was off inside. Luckily, they didn't see after Jenkins went out that there was no one to help protect the rim. That's what Wiley go right by her. She has the speed.
Oh, wow. Blue with a foul.
Yeah, Elgin really helping over the top right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Swink or Whiteley break away back door. And they're going to have a perfect chance to do it right now on the sideline of bounds.
30-second timeout taken by Elgin.
So 5 and 3 in the quarter. Edge to the Tigers.
Coach London, head coach of your Lady Tigers. First season as the head coach here for Gibson. Leading that huddle.
You know, this is probably one of my more favorite years calling, just because we've seen so many good games at our home court.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you would have told the fan base that we're going to lose twice at home, they probably would have freaked out.
Yeah.
But still, the level of talent that we face this year at home. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had a great schedule last year too, playing the tournament champions, doing something no one's ever done, beating 3 number 1s in one weekend. But we have not seen that kind of level of play at our own home court in years. There we go. Johnson hit a big shot. She's been cold all night long. Needed her there. You know, I think you let her take that. She's not showing she's going to shoot that with confidence. And I think she has that touch, but she just hasn't had the confidence just to let it fly. Not many teams in high school basketball that can set double screens for your 5 like she's a guard.
Good job by Swink.
Someone's got to pick up the trailer. Casey Glover showing off that Chris Paul snake dribble to get in front of that defender there. And that was a good block by Pinley. Yeah. She did a great job. She's getting all ball.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's a foul you don't want. Shieldnot's gotten away with that still a few times tonight. And that is only her first, so that's a good sign. But especially in a game where Alexis Wright hasn't been able to play much because of foul trouble.
Checking in, number 11, Hannah Johnson. Her first time in today.
And Hannah Johnson, a little more quickness, so I think she'll be able to guard that perimeter more on these closeouts here in the zone.
Cummings with her 15th point of the game.
Oh, Glover with a great hesitation dribble to get inside. Hit every part of that rim. Did not fall.
Who are they calling that foul on?
That's Shield
on
Knight.
Shield Knight? Lady Tigers 5 points on the high side. Minute 40 remaining.
And right
quarter.
now, you want every pass to be a lob or a bounce pass. No chest passes, so they can't catch it and just shoot it. And there it is.
Nice rebound, Shield Knight. Trying to get the 5 count on her.
And she's pretty close.
Yep.
Minute 6 left here in the quarter. I think if you're Casey Glover, you just want to sprint back door because they're all over her. And swing, a great take to the rim. Couldn't get the leg to fall, but Shield Knight's there on the putback.
Nice. 14 points on the day for Shield Knight. Johnson almost grabbed that pass.
Yeah, when you gamble on a zone, it's going to leave a wide open hole to the rim.
Reese Webb looking to check in at the next.
Yeah, she hasn't
break.
played at all tonight.
No, she has not.
I'm kind of surprised because she would be good in a game like this with her length and quickness.
Johnson out, Reese Webb in.
.20 seconds left. Tigers trying to hold for that final shot. Hand check and no call.
Reese Webb in the corner.
Yeah.
Back out to Glover. 7 on the shot.
I think we're back to a Whiteley because she just beat her man right off the dribble.
2.
Great take from Swink. Scoop.
Oh.
Trying to go with the George Gervin Iceman move, but it didn't work.
(36-31).
Yeah, and that quarter was pretty much exactly what we saw in the second. And the big thing here is getting Alexis right back, but she cannot foul early because she does that gives her a 4th, and she'll just have to go back to the bench. Because we've seen right when Wright comes in, the game starts to break away.
Yeah.
Then she gets a foul trouble, and Elle starts working the way back in, and that's why it's a 5-point game.
Scoring thus far through 3 quarters. Gabby Cummings with 15. Izzy Cummings with 9. Paige Penley with 3. Kyla Ballou with 4. On the home side, Lady Tigers, 6 points for Alexis Wright, 10 points for Glover. 14 for Shield Knight, 2 for Swink and Johnson. It's Danielle Johnson.
Yeah, and Glover had 8 in the first half, I think. And then they come out and they started denying her and face guarding her, falling to the floor. Done a better job of guarding her, but still, this offense is Zoe Shield Knight picked it up here in the second half. And I think Shield Knight's really been a lot better this year of when she goes against someone her kind of height at scoring outside of the post, finding ways to be effective, not with their back to the basket.
Really thought that was going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, Penley just lowered her shoulder, drew the contact, and got the extra 2 right there.
Three-point game. Let's hold it for 7.5 minutes on top.
Yeah. And I think they're going to let us as long as it's not Casey Glover out on top, because they are in full denial of her. You know, they're just sending Swink on a simple drive. I'd like to see her get some help on a ball screen.
Air ball pass.
Because Pinley has probably about 4 or 5 inches on swing. Oh, there she is. Just couldn't bring it in. And off the foot.
Yeah, I think she kicked it. It should be Tigers' ball.
Yeah, it was off Jenkins' foot. So we're going to stay with the Owls. Box set here for Elgin. Watch that inbound in the corner. Tigers really doing a great job rotating right now. And this, that's a big board for Elgin. Great pass inside.
Blue with 6
right as
points.
I was complimenting the rotation there, it's off there on the offensive rebound.
One-point lead for your Lady Tigers, 6 minutes remaining.
Looks like there's miscommunication on the floor. What was supposed to happen there on that set. And she's got to get rid of the ball. It's a 5 count.
Give me a timeout, Lady Tigers.
Well, I'd like to see them go. They've been running that 3-out, 2-in, high ball screen all night with Webben. I'd like to see use her as that slip out and draw a lot of attention. And she may not get a good shot off, but with her vision, she's a great passer. I think she'll be able to find someone wide open. I'd like to thank some of our game sponsors here on the night. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith Harwin Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, Tigers Den, Mike Cooper Tractors, Fort Gibson State Bank, and Green Country Lanes, and Muskogee Skate Center.
I think it was a wise timeout by London to call that.
Yeah.
Just get your girls back, settle down. Yes, it's a 1-point game. They've been on a run, and we haven't. But let's just do what we do.
And then they ran it that time with right back in the game. Oh, sweet go right to the rim. She got a good look again, just not hitting the shots tonight. A good defense there by Schildknight. And a good rotation from Whiteley and Glover to switch that off the ball. It's going to be on Whiteley. That's her second foul. And they got a mismatch that time. A great help in there. Our Whiteley. It's going to be a jump ball. Going Tigers ball. And they're looking to swing that ball to Glover, get that side pick and roll over there. Did a great job just denying that. I think if we want to get her open, we're going to have to run her off some screens. That's a flop.
Yes. Glover with her hair in her eyes. Missed that shot.
And we've got to fill the middle of the lane here in transition.
No walk, no good.
Yeah, I like to see have them spread that out and keep Wright in the corner because Jenkins is helping off. And with Wright's shooting touch and the way she's been shooting tonight, they're able to find her wide open in the corner because they do not want to give wide open dives to the rim for Zoe Schildknight. Boom. These free throws are big. As I mentioned in yesterday's game, we had an 11-point lead against Taylor. They started fouling us in that final 3 minutes. We went 12% from the line. Another huge offensive rebound from Schildknight. Here's that high ball screen. Glover, great penetration there, Swink. They were standing on top of each other that time. A pretty good drive to the rim.
Oh.
And now Wiley's got to be more in the wing. There it is.
Schildknight off the glass. Nice pass by Wiley. Nice penetration. 39-35, 4-point game. Tigers on the high side. Deep three.
Yeah, she settled there.
Another air ball.
She tried to answer back.
Lady Owl time out.
And I think if you're Elgin right now, you really want to get something going inside. You don't have to force anything, but I think look down at Jenkins, who's shown she has some touch on her passes, and get some cuts off of her with the old school give and go. Tigers haven't been looking for it. However, the good thing for the Tigers is they play really good help side defense.
Big shout out to some OFBC powerlifting state champions from Fort Gibson. Evan Michael, 2018 state champion in the 1485 total weight at a 242-pound class. Tyler McFarland, state champion, 1505 total weight in the 275-pound class.
And that's big. You know, those two guys, they were great on the gridiron this year. Glad they're getting gold here. Evan Michael was one of those hogs up front. Tyler McFarland had a great year on the defensive line.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the bowling club team.
I'm surprised you haven't brought it up yet.
We
Coach Wicks over here.
Inaugural season for the bowling team. We qualified second at regionals, went to state. Bowled better at state than we did at regionals, but didn't take the gold.
You just show them up in practice. Take them over to Green Country. Show them how it's done. You do. Don't deny it. You do.
I cannot neither affirm or deny that.
I know. It's okay. You don't have to.
Had an all-regional player, Matt Thornburg and Megan Benham. And all-state was Max Wicks from Fort Gibson.
Hey.
Back to the action here.
Going with this 5-out look here. Run some clock. And they're going to double here on Swink. Ooh.
Surprised they didn't call a kick.
Just in the line.
I don't know how they didn't call that. Thought she kicked it too. Timeout, London.
I think right now you have momentum, and you just want to keep your gas on that pedal and go right to the rim.
Personally, I hate spread.
Yeah.
I do not like it. I guess it's nice if it works well, and you can ask coaches.
Well, I like spread pick and rolls, but I get what you're saying. I think you got to look at running that high ball screen with someone not named Casey Glover. She's one of the stronger shooters on this team. I think about running with Whiteley or Swink because they're not going to pursue that pick and roll as aggressive and blitz it if it's not Casey Glover.
It is nice if it works, but I just don't like to take the chance. Big shout out to our administrators allowing us to have this broadcast today. Board of Education, and thanks to the Fort Gibson community as well. Passed a big bond issue last Tuesday, $6.5 million for improvements and needed repairs and new things, maintenance on things at Fort Gibson community. Big thank you.
Last time we played Elgin, I believe it was 3 years ago in the semis. I think it was the year we won it. Gentry Holt, now playing Oklahoma State. He's there for Elgin.
.225 remaining. Lady Tigers up 4.
Oh, great baseline take. Just got the hand on that pass.
Got it back.
Still, they have not been covering that backside. That's simple. I mean, you do that since like you're in 3rd grade. You call out Wolf and let them know where they're at.
Yes. 3rd personal on Penley. 4 fouls apiece.
Yeah, and they're going to start fouling early, and I think that's smart.
Izzy Cummings second. So you look for another quick foul here?
I mean, it's only a 4-point game, but I think you're smart with it.
Oh, her
you
leg.
can't do
Her
that.
leg. Did you see that? Oh, I thought she tore her knee. Oh, not an intentional foul either.
I think if you're going to foul, you want to foul Whiteley or Swink. Or you can just take their knees out, and that's definitely going to hurt their shooting touch.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the knee, the old Karate Kid. Yeah, I'm glad to see her get up. Right at the line for 2.
And notice how the entire team gravitated towards the ball to foul.
Yeah.
0 for 2 at the line there. Oh, and an open drive right. No one stopped the ball. Poor ball containment there. I'm going to bring it up again.
Bring it.
3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the Hare game. We're up by 11. This is how we go to the free throw line. Miss, 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 make, miss, miss. Ended up being a 4-point ball game. It's a 2-point ball game right now. It was 4 when they went to the fouling.
Yep.
And they're not going to let Casey Glover catch the ball. They're going to switch everything if they have to. They haven't done it yet. The Cummins girls, they've done a pretty good job getting over those screens and sticking on Glover.
Yeah, the Cummings girls have been kind of quiet and quieting it down a little bit.
Yeah, offensively,
yes.
Yeah. I think you might look for a down screen and get Glover going towards the basket. Because they're going to let Swink or Whiteley catch the ball because they want to foul them. But, I mean, Shieldon's a good free throw shooter. So that's a good security blanket to have.
I think Alexis had some, she was still trying to recover from that fall.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with any of our girls going to the line. You normally kind of feel like somebody's hotter than somebody else, but I didn't like that pass. Wolf right there. Alexis.
She's done. Wait, no, just kidding.
I think this is 4, right?
That's her 4th, yeah. I looked up.
Yeah.
Wrong 4. It was Jenkins they had on the board.
With 34, Kayla Ballou back in for the Lady Owls.
Oh, okay, it was Ballou that has 4 for the Owls.
Walk. Fort Gibson wanted to walk. I wanted it too. I thought she drug her foot.
Wait, and Swink, she played the pass there, but I think she's got to stay down.
Yeah, I
She
agree.
gave her a wide open drive.
Yes.
And they're staying in the press here. I think that's smart because they had no one back. Come help her. Yeah, you got to call time. I think London did. Yeah, I think London had timeout.
No, they're calling a foul.
Oh, they did? Okay. So he did call a timeout, but they called a foul before.
Foul before on number 12. That's Izzy Cummings. Shield Knight to the line. Cummings with 3 fouls. 7 fouls. It's going to push the Lady Tigers to the line now for 1-1 for the next minute 41.
That's big at the line there.
17 points on the game for Shield Knight. Daily double for Shield Knight, pushes it to a 2-possession game.
She's been outstanding here so far this weekend. Again, an open drive to the lane.
Offensive rebound for the Lady Owls. Jenkins, her first 2 points of the game. That's big.
Yeah. And no, that's uncharacteristic by Zoe Whiteley. She usually does a great job pushing her defender to the sideline and baseline. She gave wide open lane to the middle that time. And when there no baseline, no sideline team. So that's the last thing you want. And when you give a ball handler a wide open lane to the middle, the entire defense is going to gravitate, and it's going to open up passing lanes. It's going to open up everything for your offense. And that time they just had an easy layup. Two-point ball game, a minute 25 left.
Once again, winner of this game plays tomorrow, 2 p.m. at the Big House. We will have audio broadcast tomorrow of the game, as we're not allowed to video. Ours will be free. If you want to pay the money, you can.
And better. I'm biased.
You can open up 2 tabs on your browser. One browser at NFHS Network. Pay $10. Turn the volume down on that one and open up another tab, FortGibsonTigers.tv, and turn it up.
If I'm Zoe Wiley, I'm just sprinting back. No one's on her. That's probably not the call, but. Yeah, just hold that. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul. They had her arm.
Yeah. We need to get across the line.
Yeah, we got to.
There's 10.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a pretty impressive count by the ref as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a minute 25, and now it's minute 15.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could do that.
Wow. Great awareness, Jason.
Well,
recognizing that.
I'm a numbers guy. Foul on Whiteley. Foul number 6 for the Lady Tigers. Wiley's 3rd.
Double in that
they're trying
inside cut.
Oh. Both teams now in the bonus. 3rd personal on Swink. We could be in for a long minute 13 here.
Yeah, I think we're going to be. Let's get my heart rate up. Hit the first.
That's Penley at the line. She's got 8 points on the game. Lead is down to 1 for the Lady Tigers. Tie game. Minute 13, 73 ticks left. Tie game.
Tigers need to play offense this time. They're going to foul. They're going to play. There it is. And there's a hack on the arm.
Shield Knight's going to head to the line. She's going to shoot 4 fouls on Penley. That's pretty big.
Penley's got 4. I think Blue's got 4.
Yes, I think you're right. Blue getting ready to come back in with 4 fouls. Shield Knight hits the first. Becca Anderson out of the game. Ballou in.
I think if you're the Owls, you got to do this. You got to go down swinging. It's a 1-point ball game. Put your best players in. They foul out, they foul out.
Daily double for Shield Knight.
Those are 2 huge free throws. Cool, calm, and collected by the senior Shield Knight.
20 points on the game for Shield Knight. Wright with 7, Glover with 10, Swink 2, Danielle Johnson with 2. 15 points remains for Gabby Cummings. She's been quieted here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where the greats in high school basketball separate themselves. And Joey Shield Knight right there separating herself on a different level. She's hit, 4 huge, crucial free throws in the final few minutes. And again, right after this is going to be Hera and Mahler. Joe, going to be a great game.
Yeah, number 2, number 3 in the state up next.
The winner of this will play the winner of that game tomorrow. Daniel Johnson, second into the game. I think they're trying to match that height inside.
How about this crowd for the Lady Tigers?
Yeah, that's been pretty good. We always have a great turnout to our games. Travel really well.
Rowdy crowd up.
And it's good to see the Rowdy crowd, as they've been pretty much non-existent all year.
Definitely up and down. 54 seconds remaining. Penley, a long 2, no good. Rebounded by Johnson.
Got to secure the ball.
Smart passes. Penley saying, foul her. She can't foul. That's got to be. How is that not intentional? She's grabbing her shoulder, not going for the ball. Gabby Cummings fouls. It's her second. 9 team fouls. Alexis Wright back to the line, looking to redeem herself from last time there.
She's 2 for 5 from the line.
3-point game.
Yeah, and he's sending all the entire defense back. It's the last thing you want is a blown coverage right now.
Alexis Wright. Daily double, 9 points on the game for her, 43 seconds remaining. Lady Tigers up 4. 2-possession game.
And that's a great take right there. And Johnson did a pretty good job of covering over. Ballou just hesitated way too long.
I think that's on Ballou. It is. That's her 5th. So Ballou's headed to the bench. She's got 6 points. And for her,
and she's running another 6-footer on the court.
No big deal. Wiley at the line now to shoot 2, double bonus. Her first basket of the game. Five-point game, Lady Tigers. Penley with the ball, drives on Whiteley, spin up. It's good. 11 points for Penley. Danielle's wanting the ball.
Make her commit. Yep. That's great job by Wright to make her commit.
Johnson, 4 points. 11 seconds, 5-point game. That's going to do it.
Familiar sight here for Gibson.
The emotions start to set in for the Elgin Lady Owls. With 5.6 remaining. Izzy Cummings with her 4th foul.
It's been a great game. You know, I kind of hate these games go wire to wire because they make me freak out, but you love it.
Only if your team comes out.
I mean, that's a big missed free throw. I shouldn't say that. There's still 5 seconds left on the clock.
Glover with her 11th basket, 11th point.
That's a good point about if your team comes in the top, because that's how the Rose Bowl was, and I hated that. And floaters off, puts back, is Off, and we're going back to the big house for the second year in a row.
Lady Tigers victorious 49-43.
And this is the best part. You just look at the excitement, the joy on the coaches' faces and the players' face. I'll never forget. We beat Veneta. We come back. We were down by 10, and Walker just completely picked up London.
Yes.
And then the next day, won our first gold ball.
Final scoring from the visiting Lady Owls. Christina Jenkins with 2, 15 points for Gabby Cummings, 9 for Izzy Cummings, 11 for Paige Penley, 6 for Kayla Ballou. On the home side for your Lady Tigers, victorious in the state semifinals here against the Lady Owls. Zoe Whiteley with 1, Alexis Wright with 9, Casey Glover with 11, 20 points for Shield Knight, Swink with 2, and Danielle Johnson with 4. We'll be back here tomorrow online for GibsonTigers.tv. We will only be having the audio of the game. Once again, remember, no video tomorrow. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. The NFHS network will have the video. Appreciate Miss P over there on the camera. Standing up, blocking people's view. That's what I'm talking about. Last thoughts, Hayden? Anything?
Whichever team comes out tonight, it's going to be a great ball game. Muldrow, O'Hara, both 2 top-tier teams. We just kind of got to take this win in, enjoy it, and go on tomorrow, hoping for the best.
49-43, your Lady Tigers victorious here. 2 games down, 1 to go. That's tomorrow at the Big House, Oklahoma City State Fairgrounds. 2 p.m. tip-off will be there. Join us there or join us right here on ForGibsonTigers.tv. For Hayden Hackworth, I'm Jason Wicks. We'll be back here. See you tomorrow from the Big House.